All right, welcome everyone. So feeling blessed to see you here, week 11. So come on into your seats, get your space set up, feel comfortable. If you need an extra t-shirt, if you need to peel some layers off, just make sure you're comfortable. I am not the beast of the tree. I wanna be beautiful. Welcome, Jessica. Welcome, Denise. And welcome to all those who are going to be joining us on the recording. I sure hope that this helps you all if you are not here in person to catch the recordings. So thank you so much for showing up and connecting with yourself and with this community and this group right now. I want us to find a really nice, comfortable seat and kind of move the flesh away from the sits bones and just allow yourself to have permission to settle into this space. Moving the flesh away from the sits bones, and you rolling the shoulder blades up towards the ears and back down. Maybe doing that just a couple times, just some nice, big, accentuated shoulder rolls. Maybe allowing the head to come down and rolling back up. You might hear some of those crunchies in the shoulders. Just real lightly rotating up and around the shoulder girdle, up towards the ears, back towards the back body. And begin inhaling as you inhale, letting the shoulders come up. Exhaling, let the shoulders come down. Getting into your rhythm with your breath, inhaling on the way up. Exhaling, coming down. And this time we're gonna bring our shoulders up like we're really nervous. And then drop them down. Do that 2 more times, gonna squeeze them up. And then drop them down. And last time, bring them all the way up, and squeeze it all the way up. And then drop it down. Take our wrists and just start rolling them away from each other. Nice, gentle wrist movements. Rolling the wrists away from each other. And just noticing your breath. Are you holding it? Are you breathing evenly? We're just rolling our wrists. Maybe you can inhale on the way up and exhale on the way down. Maybe it's a fast twirl, maybe it's a slow twirl. See if you can link your movement with your breath here. We're going to take our hands and bring them to the tops of the shoulders. And we're going to stay with the inhale coming up and the exhale going down. Allow the inhale to come up and in through the nose. And as you exhale, open mouth sigh. Let that breath come up the front body and down the back body. 3 more times like that, linking your breath to your movement. Your body, your breath, your pace. Two more times, inhaling up, letting the elbows kind of come up towards the sky. Exhaling, letting them roll down and back. Opening up the chest, opening up the shoulder girdles. And from here, just going to let the hands gently float down, allow the fingertips to touch the earth. touching the ground wherever you are, if it's on a mat or if it's on a pillow or if you're right on the floor, but I want your fingertips to really touch in. And this time, instead of all of your fingertips, I want you to use your peace finger signs. So this is called Bhu, B-H-U, Bhu Mudra. So I'm gonna come here. So if you're on a mat, you're nice and rooted here. We're gonna take our fingers, we're gonna root them in, kind of like plugging in, like we're plugging in to the earth here. And I'm gonna invite you to rest your gorgeous eyes. It feels comfortable and safe for you to allow them to rest while you're bringing awareness to your breath. It's being in this space of listening and receiving, while at the same time deeply surrendering and releasing into the earth. As you inhale, allow the belly to expand slightly. You can feel the inhale in the ribs and in the upper chest as the breath moves up throughout the entire body. And as you open mouth, exhale, sigh. Allow yourself to surrender that breath deep into Mother Earth. Several more times like this, inhaling up and in through the front body, while you're simultaneously grounding through the sits bones, deeply reaching into the earth with the lower body, expanding, lifting, and rising up to the front body, rising all the way up through the crown chakra, almost like someone is just barely tugging on the top strands of your hair. And as you exhale, allow that breath to move down the entire back of the body. Almost like someone's pouring down warm water down your back, like if you were in a tub. Initiating this wave with your breath as you inhale up and in through the nose. Exhale down and out like a wave, down the back of the skull, down the back of the neck, past the shoulder blades, down the entire length of the spine, down through the hips, the legs, the knees, feet. 3 more breaths. Inhaling up and in and noticing quality of the breath. There's no judgment here. There's no need to adjust or to shift. Just bringing conscious awareness to how the breath feels as it moves in the body. And asking yourself, is there permission here to bring in a little more softness to the breath? Can you make the breath just a little bit longer? A little softer? A little smoother? Staying with the rhythm of your breath that you've just initiated. On the inhale, we're going to bring our hands up above us, gathering all of the beautiful energy all around our space and lifting it up overhead, allowing our fingertips to touch. Pausing at the top of our full inhale with one more sip of breath. And as we exhale slowly, allow the palms to face away from each other as we now push the energy down through our energetic auric field, really cleansing out our vibrational space here. Cleansing out the space around us, whatever we've brought to the table today, whatever fears or worries or conscious meanderings in our mind, allowing them to settle into the earth. Inhaling, lifting the hands up, gathering the energy all around us, bringing it to the top of our heads as our fingertips gently kiss each other. All the pads of the fingers touching, extending long through the spine, grounding deep through the sits bones. Last sip of air as we face the palms away from each other, and now sweep and cleanse and clear this energetic space all around us. Almost feeling the density that you're pushing through with your hands as you move through the space around you. Bringing our hands up to the heart center. We're going to create a little heat here, rubbing the palms together, rubbing our hands together, creating a little bit of heat, activating this energy that you've just brought into some beautiful balance. Allow this beautiful hand gesture to land right around the heart space. The backs of the thumbs pressing smoothly and gently into the rib, into the, the heart space. Taking a nice deep breath here. And slowly breathing out. I'm going to do a breath called the resurrection breath. So we're going to inhale through the nose. Allow our face to turn to the left. And we're going to exhale forcefully twice. Inhale, come back to center. Slowly turn the head to the right, and with pursed lips blowing softly away from you. Inhale back to center. Allow the head to turn to the left, and a forceful exhale twice. Inhale. That's releasing the past. Moving the head to the right and letting go of the grip of the future. Softly pursed lips blowing away from you. Last time here, inhaling towards the center. Allow the head to move to the right, to the left. Forceful exhale twice. Inhale to center. Allow the head to move to the right. And blowing softly, allow the breath to move away from you, releasing the grip of the future. Bringing the head back to center and bow towards the heart space. Bow here towards the wisdom of your beautiful heart. Preparing for our protection mantra. Inviting in the wisdom of our higher selves to be here together. Inhaling Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhaling deeply through the nose. Om Namo. Through pursed lips, inhale. Gurudev Namo. Om Namo. Through pursed lips. Gurudev Namo. Gurudev Namo. Inhaling here, contracting and zipping the anus, the sex organs, zipping that all the way up, locking those bandhas, holding the breath and bringing the gaze to the third eye here, lifting that Kundalini energy, rising up through the body, and slowly, softly exhaling out. Beginning to imagine a golden sphere, a golden orb of light surrounding you, penetrating all of your cells, and imagining almost like a golden grid of protection surrounding you as we invoke this protection mantra together. Inhaling deeply. Ad Gurudev Name, Jwad Gurudev Name, Sat Gurudev Name, Sri Gurudev Deve Name. Ad Gurudev Name, Jwad Gurudev Name, Sat Gurudev Name, Sri Gurudev Deve Name. Ad Gurudev Name, Jwad Gurudev Name, Sat Gurudev Name, Sri Gurudev Deve Name. Inhale, suspend the breath. Bring the gaze to the third eye. Gently lifting the sex organs in the navel. Slowly exhale. And allow the hands to face up on top of the thighs, allowing yourself to be in this space you've just created for yourself. Bringing in our positive affirmations this week, week 11. So proud of each and every single one of you. I'd like for you to think about an accomplishment you're really proud of. Be something really small, like I brushed my teeth this morning. Be something really big, like I got a raise at work, or I'm planning a new trip, or I've let go of some negative patterns or some negative habits. Really be anything. Really would like for you to take a moment here. Bring some reflective awareness of something that you have accomplished, and really giving yourself gratitude and praise and thanks for something that you've done. Could be today, it could be this week. I'd like it to be fairly recent, something within this last week that you can really kind of tap into and hold this vibration of pride and success and accomplishment for something that you have felt positive in your life about. And I'd like for you to keep this little seed of accomplishment in your mind's eye as we move through a little practice today. So I'd like for us to all get onto our hands and knees and come into tabletop. And we're going to start moving that energy through the spine, creating some movement here, and allowing this new spring energy to really take root and to spring through us as we have this reflection on the things that we've accomplished over these last 12 weeks, over this last week. So we're coming into our cat-cow here. And we're going to inhale, lifting the chin, belly dips, and exhale, curl and around the spine. So I want you to start off nice and gentle and smooth. And then I would like for you to kind of increase the rhythm and the pace. Your body, your breath. We're going to be doing this for about 2 minutes. This is called the Great Integrator, cat and cow. So we're going to get into this with each other, allowing the breath to be linked to your personal movement. All right. So inhaling, lifting up, belly dips, exhaling, tucker. I am light, I am light. I am. And then bringing in the mantra Sat Nam. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Truth is my frequency. Truth is my vibration. I am light, I am light. I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. Staying with your breath, your movement, and your body. A lot going on here. Sat, Nam, your mind, opening up the spinal fluid, linking your breath to your movement, and threading in the mantra. Sat, Nam. Truth is my frequency. Truth is my vibration. I am light, I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. Inhale, chin up, belly dips. I am light. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, come down into child's pose, wide knees here. Arms nice and long here, and just allow the heart to melt right into the earth. And really allow yourself to surrender here. Allow the forehead to make a seal with the earth in this wisdom pose. Nice, deep belly breaths here. Breathing into the back of the body, breathing into the belly. What are you ready to let go of here? What can you ask permission to release and give it all to Mother Earth? Let her transform this energy that you're giving to her into something beautiful, to be a new creation. Inhale, gently coming back up onto all fours here. Bring the knees together. Allow the shoulders to come right underneath, the hands come right underneath the shoulders. And we're going to inhale, bring our right leg back, our left leg back. And we're going to inhale and just open up the right arm. And exhale, bring it back down. Lift the left leg up and bring the right arm forward. Stretch nice and long through the foot and nice and long through the arm. Inhale, bring the knee and the elbow together, kind of like a crunch here. So we're going to squeeze the last bit of this winter energy out, and then we're going to stretch forward into spring and kick the past back away from us. Whatever we're done with, we're pushing back with our foot. Whatever we're going towards, we're reaching with our hand. We're going to pulsate, doing this a few more times. So inhale, bring it all in. Squeeze it all into the center of the body. Allow this transformation to happen. And then exhaling and inhaling, reaching out, stretching forward. Allow the left leg to be nice and strong and the right arm to be nice and reaching forward. Last time here, nice deep squeeze in the midline of the body. Allowing this to cultivate new energy. Exhale, reach forward. And then allow the hands and the knee to come back to the mat. Beautiful. We're going to do some body rolls here. So we're going to kind of come up and back down. And I really want you to use your body and your movement. This is like a snaky kind of an energy. So you're kind of like moving over the hip joints, the shoulder joints, and just doing this sort of very snake-like circular motion. You can let the head flow here. Just kind of moving over the wrists, the shoulders, the hips, the knees, the ankles. We're getting all these joints here as we're doing these nice big body rolls. When you're ready, I'd like for you to switch that rotation. Go the other way. Notice if you're feeling differences. Is one hip a little tighter than the other? Inhaling forward, exhaling backwards. Really creating some gentle fluidity here. And coming back to center. Align the knees and the hands again so you're in a nice, comfortable, stable table. And we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side here. So now the right leg is going to go back. The left arm is going to go forward. Okay, so we're really stretching here. We're noticing how long we are. Beautiful line of movement here from the left hand all the way to the right foot. Inhaling here, inhaling into the belly and exhaling without doing any squeezing or moving, just feeling yourself in this balancing pose right here. On the next inhale, we're going to squeeze in our elbow and our knee coming into center. And exhaling, extending out. Inhaling, coming in. Exhaling, pushing out. What are we going for in the future? Where's our focus at? Allow that right foot to be really strong and sturdy. Inhale one more time, coming into center. And exhaling, pushing out and reaching forward. Bring the hands down, knees down. And this time I'd like for us to prepare for downward dogs. We're going to tuck the feet. Make sure our hands are nice and wide here. And allow the hips to lift the feet up just slightly. And slowly allow yourself to come into downward facing dog. Knees bent. And allow the head to drop here. And let's walk the dog out. This may be the first one of the day. So just use discernment for yourself. What do you need? Do you need a nice, steady, stagnant, stable dog? Or do you need your dog to move around a little bit? I like to lift my heels up And then move them over to the left-hand side and open all the way up. And then I like to do the same thing on the other side. Come back to downward facing dog. Lift the heels up. Swing them over to the right-hand side and open up the left-hand side body. Two more times, one on each side. Inhaling downward dog. Exhaling, coming up and over and opening up that side body. Downward facing dog. Lifting the heels, moving on to the other side and opening up. Come back to downward facing dog and then come down onto your knees and just gently allow the body to come into a resting child's pose here. So forehead is connecting with the mat. And just taking some nice, beautiful belly breaths here. Using your fingertips to walk you up. Coming up into a seated pose. We're gonna allow our hips to move over to the side and bring our feet in front of us. Okay. If you need padding underneath your knees, you can do that. I'm really, with this pose that we're gonna do right here, we're just gonna allow ourselves to sort of like gently fold over. So if you can't touch your toes, that's okay. If you're right at your shins, that's great. The idea here is to surrender the heart to the earth. So we're going to take a nice deep breath and elongate and then slide our hands forward wherever they are landing on the knee, on the shins is fine. And just allowing the head to come down. Now, if you have a bolster or a blanket or a block and you would like to pull that into your space, that is lovely. So any way you want to do it, it can look wonky and funny and weird, but having the head come into a place of rest, like when we're in child's pose, is extremely regulating for the nervous system. So block, blanket, pillows, however you want to do it doesn't matter. So we're going to just take that nice elongation to the spine and then allowing the whole front body to kind of just gently fold forward and then allowing the forehead to come and just rest. Your shape does not have to look like my shape. Your shape looks like your shape, and your shape is beautiful. So however this feels for you, just be in this space, a surrendering space. Beginning to notice the breath here. Noticing the quality of the breath. Is it choppy or smooth? Is it shallow or is it deep? And you allow the breath to fill the entire back body. Breathing into the kidneys, the lungs, the ribs, the spine. Is there space to soften just a little bit more here? Noticing the thoughts that are coming in and without judgment, allowing them to pass. Allow the breath to move up the spine and surround the entire back space of the heart. Imagining a hand, a loving hand, softly touching the back of your heart. This could be someone you know, someone who's passed. It could be an angel, it could be a friend. And just feel into the lovingness around their energy pressing onto this back of your heart space. Loving light being transferred from this energy and space to you. Just if there's any sensations or any thoughts that come up for you as you're visualizing a hand of light touching the back space of your heart. Allow the breath to be just a little bit longer, a little bit softer, a little bit smoother. Slowly, when you're ready, allowing yourself to gently come out of the shape. Allowing your hands to help lift you back up. We're going to allow ourselves to come into on our backs, come onto our backs here. Stretching nice and long. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, stretching nice and long through the front body here. Exhale, bring the right knee in to squeeze into the front body, massaging all the organs in the belly, breathing nice and deeply here. Using the breath to massage the internal organs. And then allowing the right knee to go over to the right left-hand side for a gentle twist. Extending the right arm long. Allow the neck to be in whatever position feels comfortable if it wants to move to the right. And just really breathing and wringing out this old stagnant energy, anything that's ready to be cleansed and cleared out, preparing this new soil for all these fresh seeds we've planted. Taking a couple more nourishing breaths here in this restorative pose. Inhale back to center. And lifting the right leg up to the sky, interlacing the fingers behind the thigh. And we're going to do a little point and flex here. Dorsiflexion and plantar flexion. Your ankles might be real tender and tight, like mine. So inhaling, just using your breath and your body. Maybe circling the ankle to the left-hand side, using your breath. Nice, steady, gentle rhythm. Maybe rotating in the opposite direction. And then allowing the leg to meet the left leg as you bring it all the way down to the mat. Stretch nice and long, arms overhead. Inhaling like you're stretching the morning, just waking up. And then bring that left knee into the chest, squeezing gently. Deep belly breaths here. Allowing the breath to massage those internal organs on the left-hand side. The descending colon, the transverse colon. Breathing deeply into the belly. Seeing if the breath can be a little longer. Noticing if your inhale and your exhale are even. It's okay if they're not. We're just noticing. There's no judgment here, just noticing. And then for a gentle twist, allowing the left knee to go across the body transversely. Allowing the left arm to stretch out to the side. As we come into a gentle twist. Breathing into this left side body. Noticing if one side feels a little different than the other. Maybe one way is a little easier to do this than the other. Just noticing. Maybe you're having some spinal adjustments as we take these deep twists. Is there space to surrender or soften in any place in the body that feels like it's got some tension or some holding there? And you use the breath as a guide and as a friend to soften into these spaces. Is there a little more room to soften? Maybe there is, maybe there's not. This is your body, your practice. Gently coming out of the twist, allowing the knee to come up to the chest and extending that left leg nice and long here. And extending plantar flexion and dorsiflexing. Opening up that calf, the ankle, the foot. Maybe you're feeling this all the way down through the knee, on the back side of the knee when you do this. Using your breath and your body. If you're shaking, that's okay. It's normal. And then start rotating that ankle around whatever direction feels comfortable for you. Noticing your breath. Noticing your movement. Change the direction of the rotation. And then come to stillness and bring the right leg up to meet the left. Both hands behind the thighs here. And really allow the back to get as much surface area on the ground, the floor, on the earth as possible. So any adjustments you want to make here. We're going to just do a little bit of rocking with our legs. Kind of bringing them up and in. A gentle rocking motion, opening up the hips here. Massaging the back of the sacrum. I'm going to bring the knees in now and just gently rock from side to side. Massaging the spine to the left and to the right. And then we're going to start rocking back and forth on the spine, on the length of the spine. If this isn't in your practice today, that's fine. You can just meet us sitting up. We're going to just rock and then come to a seated position. Yes. Beautiful. I'm going to place, we're going to take our left hand to our heart and we're going to close it with the right. Okay. I'd like for you to just allow the gaze of your eyes to soften. Allow your face to soften. Allow the lips to slightly part and for the tongue to be soft. Allow the throat to feel open and spacious. Allow the breath to move fluidly up and in through the nose and down and out the back body. Allow the chin to begin to dip down as you bring your internal gaze towards the heart space. We're bowing to the heart here. I would just like you to feel into this space. Is there a message for you here today? Does the heart have something it's longing to tell you? Are you in a space to receive the message that's coming through? Taking our hands now and allowing the thumbs to slide next to each other like a hook. So we're going to bring our hands into a butterfly shape. And just allow our hands to gently rest onto the clavicle, bones, and around the heart. I'd like for you to take a nice breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, allow the breath to pour down the back of the spine, all the way down the hips and into the earth. And I'd like for you to imagine that the front of your body is a flower. Maybe your trunk is the stem and the top of your head is the crown of the flower. And just imagine that this butterfly has come and landed right onto this flower. I'd like for you to imagine what this flower smells like. You to dive into the visualization of the shape and the color of the flower that you're presenting as to this butterfly. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no bad color. There's no bad shape. Allow this to come organically and without judgment. Imagine it has just had a beautiful spring rain, and the roots of the flower beneath you are drinking up all of this fresh, beautiful spring water. And the thickness of the trunk of the flower is beginning to plump as it moves this beautiful nutrient dense fluid all the way up through the center of the stem and feeding each individual petal of the flower that you have become. I'd like for you to lay inside of the petals now. Notice the softness, notice the shape. Is there symmetry to the flower petals? How many petals are there? Are there too many to count? Or are there just a few? Allow yourself to be in this space of softness and exploration, visualizing the flower that you have become. Take note of the colors. Maybe there's one dominant color. Perhaps there's multiple colors. Allow yourself to saturate within the frequency of those colors. Notice your breath. Divide your awareness between your breath and your body as you begin scanning from the tips of your toes all the way up to the crown of your head, the crown of the flower. Noticing any places where you may be holding your breath, where the breath feels stuck or unable to move freely, or as free as you would like. Allow yourself permission here to notice what is true for you. Beginning to move the tips of your fingers softly as you begin tapping them on top of your heart space, like a butterfly beginning to awaken as it's appreciating this flower that you are so diligently. On the inhale, allowing the hands to gently lift up from the heart space, and on the exhale to gently set their fingertips back down. So as we're breathing, the butterfly begins to lift its wings up. And as we exhale, the wings softly touch home again. Inhaling, letting the wings gently lift off of the stem. And as we exhale, allowing the wings to softly make connection with the stem again. Coming back to this beautiful statement of I am and the accomplishments that you've had this week. Whatever you're proud of, whatever you are giving yourself some accolades for. Allowing this appreciation to be systemic and fill you all the way up. The sense of gratitude, a sense of peace and belonging. Allow this butterfly shape to move up towards the throat. And in visualizing a beautiful blue light surrounding this throat chakra space, and imagining that this butterfly is soothing and empowering your voice with the softness of its appreciation for the beauty that you have within inside of you. Acknowledging your beauty, acknowledging your uniqueness, giving praise and deep reverence to the specialty of your own unique flower that you are and that you have become. Allowing the hands to move up towards the eyes and kind of allowing them to just gently cover the eye space. Realizing that you don't have to know everything just yet. That there is an internal compass that's guiding you, that knows, and that is a guiding light. Being able to thread a statement of trust within yourself, trusting your own intuition, trusting what's right for you right now in this space. Slowly allowing the hands to come away from the face. The hands can part and allow the hands to find themselves face down on top of the thighs. Really allowing this visualization and meditation to ground deeply through the bones and into the marrow of your divine self. Knowing that you are divine. You are purposeful and you are very needed here on this earth at this time for a very special reason. Sat Nam. Truth is my vibration. Truth is within me. Bringing the hands up to the heart space and bowing to the heart. Closing out today with the longtime sun. Just gonna let this play for you all. Sing along with it. Allow these words to really land for you. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you. Light your way on. Guide your way on. That calm, everyone. Beautiful, beautiful practice today. I'm very much grateful for your energy, for your consistency in showing up and making these beautiful shifts together as this really beautiful community that we've created. And I definitely feel a big surge of gratitude and a wave of blessings for us to be together. I pulled a goddess card for us today, and it's not surprising that it's the Earth Maiden. So I'll show you this beautiful moon and this red dress and this gorgeous owl. It really reminds me of spring, actually. And we have this major full moon that's coming. We have a major lunar eclipse and my home sign of Libra. And Libra is all about our relationships, our relationship to ourselves, our relationships to our partnerships, our friendships. And so I'd like to just bring some awareness to how we are nurturing ourselves with nature. And so maybe there's a couple things we could do this week that feel like we're tapping into the rhythm and the cycles of earth and nature. So whether that's earthing and getting your feet onto the ground, it's going on a walk, putting your feet in some icy cold river water, which we have around here, or Jessica, maybe going to the beach if that's available for you, or something, and really having like some reverence to connect with the cycles and the shifts of time, because it's happening. It's always changing, it's always shifting. And if we can have some moments of reverence to connect with Mother Earth, to feel into where she's at and how she's changing, really can link our energies together so we feel even more supported by Mother Earth and by the spirituality that we've really cultivated during this class and our time together throughout just our own life path. So, how are you all feeling right now? That practice?
I'm good. I'm happy, excited for spring. It's the earliest equinox since 1896 that we've
Fun fact. I like fun facts.
right? I'm a geography nerd. So astrology, astronomy.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm really feeling the spring energy. It's really good. Gonna go to the beach for sure.
Yes.
Mhm.
How did that land for you, Denise? How is that feeling for you
I
today?
needed this today. Yesterday was my husband's birthday,
Oh,
and it was just a hard day, but I tried to do all the things to honor him, and I did go skiing, and then I sat on the deck and had his favorite beer, and then I played ball with my dog, and I'm not a beer drinker, so and then I made his favorite dinner, and I was just really not wanting to be alone. And at the last second, some friends just called me up and had me over, which I was thankful for.
that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that with me and honoring his birthday. Happy birthday. Happy belated. And all of those beautiful things, really creating such a sacred space. Those are the things that, we're honoring the space that we're in and not denying it, right? So it takes a lot of courage to be in that space, and a lot of joy too, to like, get his favorite beer and like bring sort of lightness to a day that can probably feels extremely heavy and sad to not be together in the physical form. That's so amazing. Thank you for sharing that with me. What a great way to shift that energy, and then to, be open to allowing people to invite you in. So it sounds like your needs were really sort of like responded to by the universe as you were tapping into that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing. I don't want this to be over. We have like one more of these. Feeling, I'm feeling really like full in my heart that we've come this way. And I just also have been really inspired to continue this. So I'm offering another 12-week session, Springing Through the Storm, which I'd love to have you all join if it's something
That's amazing.
working. Please do. And if there's any other people in your circle that you think could benefit from something like this, I'm all about, sharing this with anyone who would feel like this could be helpful for them. Truly just wanting to be in a space of help. And if this is helpful, that's wonderful. If you all would be open to next week, or by the end of next week, leaving just a review, or kind of like, I might come up with a questionnaire, have a couple questions I can email you all to see, what you really liked, what worked, what you'd like more of. Like, I would really love your feedback, because this is only going to help make this better as I'm moving forward. So any anything that's coming to mind that works, didn't work, loved, don't love, I'm really open to that feedback, in terms of trying to make this a better fit.
I just want to say you're an amazing teacher. I love it. I'm sad that it's ending too.
I know.
I might be back. I'll
Continue,
probably be back.
continue. Yeah, so yeah, tap in with me. You can email me or even message me, however it works for you. Yes, I'd love to just know how it's working, and or what's come through. And if you'd like to continue on, definitely going to be offering discounts for people who've already done this, so that it's not the full price because you've already done this with me. This would be like a specialty price for anyone who's wanting to continue. So just wanted to say that. And also thank you so very much for being with me and chatting with me a little longer. I know we went over time today a bit, but I really hope that this was helpful, and I love seeing your faces. So thank you so much.
I didn't clean my room today, so I just wanted to pop in and show my face.
I love it. I like your haircut. Did you get a haircut?
I had a side cut and I'm growing it out, so it's
Nice.
a little bob now. Kind of
Cute.
dig it.
Awesome.
So,
I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Happy big full moon that's coming with this lunar eclipse. I might drop a couple little tidbits in our Winter Wings group. And if there is a desire to connect again, I'm super open to that. Okay. Thank you.
love you
Love you
guys.
guys.
Bye.
Chat with you all really soon. See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye, babe.
Bye.